Good evening. Different spot again, and the first time in a while I've had to put the light on in the car because it's about 9:30 and it's dark. I went to see a film yesterday. I went to see M. Night Shyamalan's new film, Trap. And I didn't get a chance to review it yesterday, so here I am the following evening, ready to talk about it. I really wanted to like it. I did. The thing is, I'm not a film critic. I'm a film fan. I love films and I'll go and watch most things. And I always try to go in with an open mind. I never go into a film wanting to hate it. Like, I never go in close out thinking, oh, I bet this is going to be rubbish. And even when sometimes something is a bit rubbish, I'm like, but was I entertained by it? Because film should be entertaining or should make you feel something. So I went into Trap wanting to like the film. As a director, his name is synonymous with twists. He made such an outrageous debut with The Sixth Sense back in 1996? I want to say, I haven't checked, so around then. So this absolute stonker of a debut. He followed it up with Unbreakable. I want to say Signs came next, which, if I'm completely honest, is probably my favourite film of his. I don't watch it anymore because it's got Mel Gibson in it, but I love Signs. I think it's great. I didn't mind The Village. I know some people didn't like it. So his films have been hit and miss over the years, and when he hits, like, he really hits, but you never quite know if what he's going for is going to work. And unfortunately, in this case, I don't feel like it does. Here's your premise. And the thing is, no spoilers, obviously, but the trailers and the advertising give away a big thing about the film. So, Josh Hartnett plays Cooper, who is a dad and a firefighter, and he is taking his daughter Riley to see a pop sensation called Lady Raven. So Riley is a mega fan. I think Riley's supposed to be about 13. And it is daddy-daughter day out. And he is taking his daughter to this concert. It's a special concert. Riley is absolutely giddy. That's your setup. However, the arena where the concert is being hosted is absolutely rammed with and surrounded by cops, FBI, SWAT teams. Something is clearly afoot. What could it be? Well, there's a serial killer on the loose called the Butcher, because he cuts people up. And they have reason to believe that the Butcher will be at this Lady Raven concert. The whole idea is they're going to trap him in the arena and they're going to check every bloke until they find out which one he is. That's the setup. Here's the thing, right? In the trailer, not spoilers from me, no, you are shown absolutely unequivocally that Josh Hartnett, Mr. Dad, Cooper, person, is the Butcher. He's not just a lovely dad and a firefighter, he's also a serial killer. You are told that in the trailer. So the big reveal of the film, I guess, is how do they catch him? How is he going to get out of this arena that's surrounded by cops? Or is he? And how will he do it? I guess that's what you're going to find out. So, positives. I like Josh Hartnett. He was peak sort of heartthrob when I was younger. He was in all sorts of stuff, and he hasn't been in a huge amount of stuff lately. He was randomly in one episode of The Bear, and he is very good as an everyman and a dad. He's also good at creepy, and fair play to him. Like, you will see him engage with a member of staff or with Riley or another member of the public, and he's all smiley, happy, normal dad. And the second he's not interacting with anybody anymore, his face just changes and he looked proper creepy. So that, hats off. Good stuff. He's good. I like him. The actress who plays his daughter Riley, whose name I have completely forgotten, I apologise, she's good. She gives good teenage girl energy. I find the setup, like the arena itself, feels quite believable. The excitement of the concert, all that sort of stuff, I was once a teenage girl, although my teens were dominated by boy bands rather than female solo artists. But I have a teenage daughter who has basically 4 female solo artists that she absolutely worships and adores, the way Riley loves Lady Raven. So that was very relatable to me and very real. Lady Raven, the pop star, is actually played by, I'm going to say, Salika Shyamalan, so the director's daughter. And she's very good. Fair play to her. Good performance. Also, beautiful creature. He himself has a cameo in it, which made me smile because it's Hitchcockian, and I think he's been in some of his other films. He's definitely in The Village. I don't know if he pops up in the others. So, yes, he's fine. The wife, Cooper's wife, is played by Alison Pill, who I really like. I think, like I say, I wanted to like it, but I just didn't really buy it. It just didn't work for me. And the thing is, like, he's called the Butcher. They say he's killed, like, 14 people. And they just didn't commit. It's a 15 certificate. So, like, a lot of his films, a lot of M. Night Shyamalan's films have come out with 12A certificates, because a lot of them are like, they don't really show you, or things are hinted at, suggested, things are a bit, obviously the Sixth Sense is a 15, but things like Signs in the Village are 12A certificates. So I was thinking, oh, it's going to be quite, and we're dealing with a serial killer, but it's not brave enough to actually go there and be proper nasty. It's like it skirts around it, but when it comes down to it, it hasn't got the guts to go through with it. And it's not that I particularly wanted to see somebody dismembered. I'm not a weirdo, but it didn't fully commit to the darkness of the premise. I think that was part of my beef with it. One positive thing I will say before I wrap up. I had an FBI profiler, right, who was like, on the radio, she had figured him out. She was a tiny little British woman in an FBI jacket. Was Hayley bloody Mills? I've forgotten to look up before I started recording this, and I don't normally do research, but I was curious. I forgot to look up how old Hayley Mills is, but she must be like proper old. She looks cracking. And if you're watching this going, who the hell is Hayley Mills? I mean, educate yourself. She's an icon of British cinema. She was in the original version of The Parent Trap. She was terribly British and adorable and was loved by many. She's also the mum of the lead singer of Kula Shaker, which was relevant in the mid-90s. It's not so relevant now. It's still relevant to him because it's his mum. But yeah, she must be knocking on a bit. She was great. I loved that. I saw on the credits Hayley Mills. I was like, Hayley Mills? What? So she was great. There are some good performances. It's an interesting premise. It just didn't have the teeth. Like it set up something quite edgy and quite nasty, that this guy was a serial killer, and then it just didn't deliver on it. And thinking of another serial killer film that I've seen this year, which is Longlegs, creepy setup, committed to being creepy. This decent setup, wasn't brave enough to really go there with the creepiness. Disappointing, because I really wanted to like it, but I just didn't. It was, I won't use the word meh, because we're better than that, but if I was going to think of a word, that would probably be a decent one to describe it. What can you do? We go again. We do not let this slip. Thanks for watching. Katie out.